I think it is audible. Hey, hi Sanket. Just setting few more things. And yeah, I hope I am audible. I think it is. If anyone can confirm on chat so we can directly start. Okay, cool. Hi, hi. And again, happy Teachers' Day to everyone. Happy Teachers' Day. How was your day? We'll start with a brief few things and then we'll start talking about lot many things. And yeah, it looks great. Cool. Meanwhile, before starting, people can put things on like chat, like from where you guys are like joining us. So yeah, cool. HTD. Happy Teachers Day. That's a cool one. Okay, cool. So, what is Android engineers? Why are we celebrating Teachers Day? What all things we are planning? What all things are ongoing? So all these things we will be like discussing today, and also not just like talking about me or about this channel. We'll be also discussing about resumes, Android interviews, and open source GSOC, Google Summer of Code. That's an important thing. We can also talk about like we will be taking more question answers. So yeah, before directly starting, let's start taking some questions. So if you guys have any kind of questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. That's the one thing. And yeah, we after that we directly jump to the resume part. Or maybe is there anything? Happy Teachers Day. Happy Teachers Day, Abhinav. Same to you. It's not like a one way thing. Everyone is learning all together. So happy Teachers Day to everyone. Important thing now. So yeah, we'll be focusing on the resumes, which is like really important. There are like few things which is like people are really going on a myth, or like what a lot of things are going on. So the first important thing which I'll start with is like, don't think much about the ATS score. Just try to create your resumes with much more detail about you. If you want to write this point, you can keep writing. I'll whatever points we are going to discuss, I'll be putting over here, so that whenever any new people are joining, so they can understand like what all things has been done so far. So let's start with the resume. I hope this section is visible. I and in all my session I do keep asking the same question again and again, that this section is visible or not, because I really doubt sometimes. But yeah. So the first point we will be talking about is the resume, which is really important. No matter if you are in first year, second year, fourth year, professional, no matter who are you, it's really important. So starting directly with the resume, before starting with the resume part, is there any specific question around the resume section you are facing right now? What all things you are facing issues with the resumes? What are the issues? Is it like your resume is not getting selected, the format is not correct, number of pages are more, the font is not correct, it's the font size is very big, or what all reviews or what all feedbacks you have got so far in your from your resume from HRs, like all the people. So yeah. And again, as we are taking the questions about resume, we'll be talking more about the format section. It is like really important. So the important thing over this is, I always suggest, keep a template with you always, that this is your template. This template is something in your MS Word or Google Doc. Keep it somewhere and keep changing the details, keep changing the descriptions, keep adding things, keep it modifying. Do not need to change the format, the whole format of the resume again and again in your life. Don't do that. So the basic thing, first, put your name at the top, just details about yourself like phone number and all those things. Phone number, LinkedIn, GitHub, whatever you have. Below that, start with the summary. If you are an experienced developer, start always with the summary. If you are not an experienced developer, if you are like having just a 1 year of experience or an intern or someone, just start with the work experience. That's really important. Start with the work experience. try to write what all experience you have done so far, like company A, B, C, all those companies. And after that most important part is like what to write in the company section, what to write in the experience. Because people I see, they keep writing like 5 to 10 points, and each point is talking about the product they have worked on. They are not talking the description about like what you had worked on the project, right? So you need to mention like, okay, so just take an example. I done the migration from XML to Jetpack Compose, and this is the result out of it. This is the impact, this is the performance enhancement. I reduced the app size, I done some like Crashlytics, I removed the crashes. So these are the things you need to mention. Not it's like the app do this, don't do all those kind of things. So yeah, again, Roshan, happy Teachers Day. Happy Teachers Day to you too. So back to resume part. So work experience is the really important part of the resume. No matter you can forget other section also, but project section, work experience section is the most important, and after that like project section comes up. So project section is also important. Just try to write one or two projects, that's completely fine. It's all about talking about the tech stacks you are worked on, which is not included in the work experience section, so that is more important. And at the end you can keep writing about your like other activities kind of thing. You can feel free to write technical skill section, your education section. So those are the things. So I hope this is the whole resume thing. You like these are the like quick points. I just give again a quick point. So these are the things you need to work on. So yeah, again I'll brief quickly. Name, contact details, summary, work experience, project, and education section, or maybe like technical skills. That's all you need. You don't need to fancy up your resume. And always try to keep your resume single page is really important. One interesting thing is like I'm keep we are doing this live today completely in English. And yesterday when I went to like one of the college where I completely did all my session, all my talks, it like completely Hindi, and they are like thinking, भाई English नहीं आती क्या इसे, ये कहाँ से उठ के आ गया? Is it fine to make, okay, we have a question, is it fine to make a page to page resume? It doesn't worth it. It doesn't make any positive impact. So try to fit everything in one page. That will be more. You can keep the font like 12 or 14. 12 or 14 is fine. Just try to use a good font. 12 is the like minimum size and 14 is the maximum size you can keep for title and all. For the name you can like max go to 16, and that's how you can like fix everything in a single page. Even if you are like what best approach which I think of, like even if you have if you have a like experience of like 8 year of experience, keep the resume in one page. After that things are getting more and more, so you can increase it to the 2 page. But yeah, again, 1 page is like more than enough. So yeah, again I will be later on, I'll be sharing more thoughts about like I went to a college, what session I did, what is my experience. Because this is my first time like I went to a different college, which is like yeah, it's kind of like different experience for me this time. So we'll be talking about later on. I'll be putting more and more points on that. So yeah, okay, we have one more question on the resume. If someone asks 2 page resume, then what we add more as a fresher doing one internship? Important question is like why someone is asking 2 page resume because it's your thing, like why someone ask, right? So it doesn't make any sense. I'm not sure like who is asking to like give more and more detail. If someone is asking more and more detail, keep giving them like 10 page resume even. But yeah, again, yeah, you can add more projects, you can add more technical skills, or you can add more achievement section, start introducing achievement section, these kind of things. But again, I'm not sure like who is asking for 2 page resume, but try to keep things more crisp and clear kind of thing. No need to like do a lot of fancy stuff. So again, okay, so we did talk about resumes. Anything else? What do you think? Again, what is the next thing we should talk about? We should also talk about like some kind of like Teachers Day. Anything do we have anything for like Teachers Day special? like what people generally do on Teachers Day is like something else, or I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's been a long time. I went to any to meet teachers, or like it's all like these days it's all Instagram posting stories, nothing new. So I'm not sure like what people are doing. I have a like lot of bugs to solve. So post this session, I back to work, solve my bugs. Those are like my Teachers Day kind of thing. But yeah, celebrate. We're not sure like how to celebrate these things, but yeah, the good way of thinking of celebration right now is like doing this YouTube live, because it's been a long time I've done the YouTube live, and we haven't been uh, constantly putting stuff on YouTube, which I really think of कि यार क्यों नहीं करा. So we are trying to get back to YouTube and try to bring more and more stuff. And yeah, we are doing a lot of things. I'll tell you right now. But yeah, one quick thing I'll tell you before jumping to the second point, which is like open source and GSOC part. So I have put a image over here, which is like poster of one of our like upcoming event. Basically, uh, we are not planning to like doing any like course kind of thing. So what we are doing is like we recently did a like 7-day Android app challenge, which is basically like people are coming in, they are joining the lectures for 7 days, constantly 7 days, and not a lectures, it's more of like a one-to-one discussion kind of thing. So we talked about a lot of things, like what are the things to be done while creating a project. So basically the whole idea is that anyone can create any simple project, very simple project in a 7 days, right? Simple project as in calling the API, doing the database integration, following the solid principle, following the MVVM architecture, creating a good kind of UI. So yeah, all over a basic application in 7 days, it's like worthy. So we did talk a lot about it. And again, we are doing the a season 2 of the same thing, which will start on 2nd of October. But yeah, before that 2nd of October is like really far right now. So but before that, this is what we are doing: mastering Jetpack Compose in 7 days. So it's, again, 7 days. The 7 day is going to be a complete all about Jetpack Compose. We'll be creating VROS app. We'll be creating some kind of like canvas thing. We'll be doing some kind of like animations. We'll be doing more about like how to create complex projects. We'll be talking about the state hosting. So like a lot of things are there in the 7 days. It's not a challenge, it's again a masterclass kind of thing. So again, 2 hour lecture, live lecture, this board, me, this is the background, this is the whole we will be doing. And again, we have one more thing, but yeah, I'll tell you after this point, which is an open source. Any questions on the open source? Some people, if they are joining like from my like past lecture, or like if someone is known me on a personal level, they might be thinking कि आज इतनी इंग्लिश कैसे बोल रहा भाई, आज तो एकदम बोले ही जा रहा लगातार इंग्लिश, हमारे सामने तो कभी नहीं बोला. So yeah, but apart from that, open source, who all do open source? Are you guys doing open source? Why it is really necessary to do open source? Why it is important to do open source? If you are a fresher, should you start contributing to the open source? If you are experienced like 5 years, 10 years, whatever years, do you need to do open source? Or like the all over thing, what is the open source in your life? So the important part is everyone should do open source. Again, I am not connecting right now open source with the GSOC. I'm not linking GSOC with open source right now, but more of like a open source is something like the whole thing. Like GSOC is like a part of it, like a challenge which you can do, which is based on open source. But yeah, again, important thing is like, why do you need open source? The first very important thing which I really faced, I really see in my life, that when you are in college, right? When you are in college, you will be working on your own projects. You will be always thinking ki how developers are creating their applications, how developers are writing their code in the like big MNCs or big tech. Like what what new things or what interesting thing they are doing. What is the process of writing the code? What is the process of code reviewing each other? What are other processes which you really don't know at the time of like when you are in the college? So how does this whole process works? So this is the only way. Open source is the only way which you can learn, like how the team works together. So that's more important, right? So how to start open source? Now you get an understanding like what is open source, right? What is open source? So what is open source is like, you got an understanding like contributing and all. I am not going to tell you the definition of like those things, the basic stuff like everyone knows, right? But important part is like, why do you need to do open source? That's very clear right now, because you get the experience which you are not getting right now unless and until you go to any big companies or anything. But yeah, still there is always a new experience. It's not only about coding, it's about how you are reviewing the code, how you are telling someone that this is not right, this is not a good approach, this is a bad approach, those kind of stuff. How in a good way you are telling, it's not about ki ladai kar lo, but how in a good way you are telling. Important thing, how, let's suppose, how you are communicating to each other, right? That's more important. That's also an important, right? एक तो लड़ लिए, मैनेजर से लड़ लिए, किसी और से लड़ लिए, so not that kind of thing. And what else thing? What else like open source can help you with? Networking. You will be like connecting with lot of people. Lot of people know you. You know lot of people. Those kind of stuff. And that important part is, you will be like contributing. You will be like putting your code, and this is kind of like showcasing. Let's suppose if you contribute to the VLC. Just taking an example, if you contribute to the video LAN, VLC, which is a project, right? Like everyone knows about VLC. तो अगर वहाँ contribute करा and something gets like really interested and your code gets merged, मतलब पूरी दुनिया use करेगी, that kind of thing. So that's kind of like proud feeling. So open source is something like which can give you a lot of things. So keep doing open source, keep seeing repositories, keep doing open source. That's more important. Now coming to a very small portion of open source, like कैसे कर सकते हैं? What is another way of doing in open source जिससे हमें पैसे भी मिले? We'll be getting like stipend. We are in a like college right now. We need money. We need like lot of things. Like how which can help us in our resume. What's a good way? Important thing is like what can you do? You can simply start try to crack the GSOC, which is the one of the talk I am right now I am giving in colleges or talking to people more and more about, because November is the kind of like time right now which when the Google Summer of Code starts, November, December kind of thing. So yeah, so basically the overview of the Google Summer of Code is something. Okay, meanwhile we are talking about a lot of things. Meanwhile, if you can share that this is the live going on with your friends or LinkedIn or wherever you can, what else I can give you, like what can I give you as a like a gift or prize if you share this video as a, what you can say, if you share this video to your set in your network that this is the live going on, you can come and join. So we can do like a one-on-one mentoring session kind of thing. So yeah, a lot of things are there, but yeah, do let me know. Found 5 USB devices not recognized, as in I'm not sure like what is that. Okay, no worries. So important part is GSOC. Let's talk about GSOC. But yeah, meanwhile, do share this live with your people so that they can also join and talk more about. So Google Summer of Code. So basically it's a kind of like a program which is run by Google, and like lot of organizations are there. So let's suppose like how the program works. First of all, there are like a lot of organizations who apply to the GSOC. Now the people at Google or the open source community, they select those organizations. Some of the organizations got selected. Let's suppose 100 organizations get selected, right? Now out of those hundreds organizations, we as an open source contributor comes in. We see, okay, these are my selected organizations. Okay, so I can think like out of these 100, I see these 5 organizations which is something working on those technologies which I am interested in. Okay, now I created a list of like 5 organizations which is like my interest. Out of that 5 organizations, I see like what is the what is my interesting project and where can I contribute more and more. I start contributing, I do the contribution, I talk to people, I raise PR, I raise issues, I create issues, like a lot of things are there, right? Now out of those, we'll be like selecting 3 organizations for which we need to write the proposal. Proposal is the really part of the Google Summer of Code, which helps in cracking the Google Summer of Code. In earlier days, I used to like remember in earlier days when people got selected in Google Summer of Code, they get like news people in their home. मतलब बिल्कुल ऐसा लाइक न्यूज़पेपर लेवल काइंड ऑफ है, अखबार में फोटो आ रहा है, न्यूज़ वाले घर पे आ रहे हैं, दोज काइंड ऑफ स्टफ भाई, एकदम बंदा फेम हो गया भाई, फेमस हो गया काइंड ऑफ थिंग. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ लाइक फील when earlier people used to get selected in Google Summer of Code. अभी नहीं पता मुझे क्या चल रहा है, बट हाँ on your personal level, on your friend circle बहुत तगड़ी बात है कि GSOC क्रैक कर लेना. So do check it out. But yeah, coming to the proposal, what do you need to write in proposal? Proposal is moreover कि it's completely your resume kind of thing. You need to explain in a very elaborative manner that these are the technologies you had worked on, these are the technologies you know you can contribute about, and second most important, in your organization, this is the project I am going to work, and this is the things which I can really contribute, and this is the timeline I can like give you. I can give you on your project, and these are the things. So you need to tell all these things in your proposal. So that is very important. And every organization which I remember that they have their own proposal template, so you can fill it out, send to them, and they will select, and you will get selected kind of thing. So that's the whole process. But again, important part, stipend milega, paisa milega. Stipend is the money which you will get. So that's the important part. Yeah. Meanwhile, okay, so this is all about Google Summer of Code. Any questions on this thing, just feel free to put in the chat section. But yeah, what could be the next thing we should talk about? We talked about resumes, we talked about open source, we talked about GSOC. और क्या हो सकता है? There are other programs similar as Google Summer of Code. I'm not remembering the name right now, but I think like something like called Girl Script or Outreachy. Lot of things are there for girls also. So yeah, feel free to like check it out. Feel free to search more about. So yeah, what else we can? I have one confusing on about view model. This is going to be more technical, but yeah, feel free to put your questions. We can talk about. Interesting part. What is the third point we can talk about? What is the third point you can talk about? We can talk about. We can discuss. What we can discuss? Quick thing. What we can discuss? Let's say talking about jobs. Do you think talking about jobs is something is an interesting right now? I'm not sure, but let's try it out. So jobs, how many of you are like searching for jobs, looking for jobs? it's this is something like really everyone likes like interview. Okay, let's put it together. Interview, I'm not sure, but yeah, jobs, interviews. So let's quickly talk about interview part. So interview as in how to prepare for the interview. The first part is like it all depends on the which company you are working on, which company you are targeting for. Okay, or maybe it also depends sometimes on which company you are working on, but yeah, we'll talk about it later. Important part, कौन सी टाइप की जॉब हम देख रहे हैं, which type of job we are looking for. Is it startup, is it mid tax, is it big tax, या फिर what kind of jobs we are looking for. That is something you need to figure it out. I'm searching. Okay, I know this guy. So important thing, jobs. Now it all depends. So the interview prep is all about like how you need to prepare, because you need to, it all depends on the type of company you're looking for. Let's say if you are completely like targeting kind of like startup, if you're targeting over startup, you need to be more focused towards what you can say development side, like whether you are like Android or web or whatever it is. Try to be more specific, try to be more detailed about the domain you are worked in, right? So that is something you need to be more focused. But when it is coming to like FANG or big techs, you need to be more focused towards the DSA, because they gives like more chances. But again, the important part is it's no matter like which company it is, you can always find on like a lot of websites that what is the main thing they are asking for, or how the round goes on. But yeah, that's more of important. Okay, we are getting questions like how to apply as a fresher in Android job is necessary for the college degree. Should I only focus on technicals? So important part is, yeah, I think in a very brief about the rounds. First, you need to be more focused towards the DSA. Let's generalize the thing. DSA, how you can prepare for the DSA, blind 75 questions and cracking the coding interview. Let me try to check the link. Just let me check. Is it's okay? I think okay. I'm not sure. Like if you have okay, you might be have seen those book, right? The green color cover, cracking the coding interview. That is something you need to keep always with you. That is something very important. This book is like really going to give you a lot of things. So let me try to search for the URL. Where is which book it is? This is the book. Got it. I got it. So let me. I think I'm not sure if you can click if I put it in the chat section, but yeah, let me put it in the chat section. You can try it out. So DSA is something. The first thing, DSA, blind 75 questions, lead code questions. Those are like more than enough. Just give yourself max to max. What I can say, 6 months, and then it's all good to go kind of thing. But yeah, that is something you can try it out. This is book you can buy. Cracking the coding interview. The book is really going to help you, right? It's something like you can like learn it anytime. Yeah, again, you can learn from videos, courses, a lot of things, but yeah, this is something I would recommend. So first round is the DSA, that's gone. Okay, second, Android discussion. And the Android discussion round, it's all about, let's say what it could be, it's all about basic fundamentals. They can ask about like Android activity lifecycle, fragment lifecycle, broadcast receiver, services, content provider, lot of things are there. Basic foundational knowledge की बातें हो रही है. डायलॉग आ गया, कैसे बिहेव करेगा, लाइफ साइकिल कॉलबैक्स क्या रहेंगे, नेविगेशन ग्राफ क्या चल रहा है, बेसिक चीज़ें लाइक फाउंडेशन लेवल नॉलेज. That those are the more important. And right now, if companies are like shifted towards the Jetpack Compose, they will be asking about the basic of the Jetpack Compose. Recomposition क्या होता है, compose की कैसे hierarchy बनती है, kind of thing. So basic stuff. But important thing, इसके बाद और क्या पूछ सकते हैं डिस्कशन राउंड के अंदर. इट्स ऑल अबाउट लाइक सॉलिड प्रिंसिपल्स, MVVM आर्किटेक्चर, मे बी लाइक सम काइंड ऑफ लाइक सिनेरियो बेस्ड क्वेश्चन कि अगर ऐसा हुआ तो ये कैसे काम करेगा, दिस काइंड ऑफ स्टफ. So this is the whole Android interview discussion round. They can be asking more about like Kotlin also. It's not about कि भाई Android का पूछ लिया. Java is also main. Java हो गया, Kotlin हो गया, basic OOPS concepts हो गए, है ना, encapsulation, inheritance, these kind of stuff. Those are also more important. क्या बहुत ही ज़्यादा important है. Okay, we will take quick question after interview. Some interview tells about how interview happened, add some points, but some interview didn't tell. So what we do, it create confusion that where I got. Okay, it doesn't. Someone is telling you the feedback. That's really good. Someone is not telling the feedback. Just try to understand on your level and leave it. Just figure it out. Just leave it. Like if they don't want to give feedback, it's completely fine. It's all on there, so you don't have to worry much about. But important part. Okay, we talked about like DSA round, lead code, blind 75 questions, and cracking the coding interview. Android discussion में सारा fundamental knowledge. After that, अगर there is a machine coding round, or maybe you can say like there's a pair programming round. So it's like they will be like coming one to one. Open your Android Studio, let's create this application, this is the API, bring the data, show the data. So it's more about like they need to understand like how you write your code, what's the architecture you are using, are you following solid principles or not, what are the like are you writing network wrappers, are you handling the errors properly or not. So these are the whole area of the like mock machine round kind of thing, like machine coding round, not the mock. I used to take a lot of mock interviews, so it's the mock word is coming a lot. Okay, so yeah, this is the whole idea. Of machine coding round. There could be like what we can say, what is the other round? It's more of like now HR, fourth round HR round, or maybe system design round. System design round is something like, yes, people do ask a lot of questions about system design round. So system design round, again, why system design round? सिस्टम डिज़ाइन तो बैकेंड वालों के लिए होता है, फ्रंट एंड वालों के लिए होता होगा, बट एंड्रॉयड वालों के लिए क्या सिस्टम डिज़ाइन क्या? ओके, आई विल गिव यू अ क्विक एग्जांपल which I think like I give a lot to a lot of people. But yeah, okay, before jumping again, Before jumping into the system design round, do share this live with the people so they can join and we can get more viewers. Simply asking directly. There's nothing to be talk about. Okay, so okay. So I'm like kind of like sure that you might be like sharing this video. And okay, let's start to the system design part. I'll quickly write system design, right, ताकि याद रहे कि भाई we also talked about the system design. तो मैं यहाँ लिख लेता हूँ SD system design. We are also talking about system design round. ठीक है, quick example system design का. What is the quick example of system design? क्या होता है system design एंड्रॉइड के अंदर? एक बहुत ही बेसिक और बहुत ही बिगनर लेवल का एग्जाम्पल. लेट्स सपोज अगर मुझे कोई सर्च फीचर बनाना है, मेरी कोई एप्लीकेशन है, मुझे सर्च फीचर बनाना है, तो मैं कैसे बनाऊंगा वो सर्च फीचर, राइट? क्या आर्किटेक्चर रहेगा, कोड कैसे लिखा जाएगा, एज केसेस जो हैं वो कैसे फॉलो की जाएगी. तो दिस इज द होल आइडिया अबाउट लाइक डिजाइनिंग अ फीचर, right? So this is all kind of like coming in the system design. Again, there's another part of the system design. I'm just like talking about the basic stuff right now, the very beginner stuff of the system design round in the Android. Create a feature and let's deep dive into that feature. ठीक है, एग्जाम्पल सर्च का एग्जाम्पल ले लिया. सर्च फीचर बना सकते हो, बट उसके अंदर क्या क्या दिक्कत आ सकती है इन पॉइंट ऑफ लाइक when you are creating a feature, what are the business values? There's another example, book my show. Let's create a book my show. Basic stuff, right? Basic stuff. You can think कि यार टिकट बुक करेंगे, बुक हो जाएगा, बता देंगे टिकट बुक हो गया. No, there's more on to that. What are the thresholds? Refreshing rate क्या, refreshing कैसे रखोगे, PubSub approach कैसे रखोगे, Redbus बनाना है, let's suppose Redbus बनाना है, PubSub रखोगे, WebSocket रखोगे, नहीं रखोगे. उसके बाद we talked about like we talked about like search thing, right? So business values कैसे add on होएगी. So these are the whole values. Again, important part, अगर कोई फीचर बना रहे हो तो क्या ऑफलाइन फर्स्ट अप्रोच रखोगे, नहीं रखोगे, डेटा स्टोरेज को प्रॉपरली कैसे यूज़ करोगे, डेटा स्टोरेज में क्या क्या आएगा, क्या तुम कोई वॉलेटाइल मेमोरी यूज़ कर रहे हो, शेयर्ड प्रेफरेंस यूज़ कर रहे हो, कौन सी चीज़ें कौन सी कितनी ज़्यादा यूज़ कर रहे हो. दोज आर द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग्स. सो या this is how you keep practicing your like rounds, or maybe we can say. So yeah, these are the things. Again, now इसके बाद क्या, लास्ट राउंड, HR राउंड. Why do you want to join our company? आप जॉब दे रहे हो इसलिए हम ले रहे हैं, kind of stuff. So yeah, HR round is also an important. वहाँ पे generally what I see generally is like people used to give their answer based on the STAR approach, STAR method. I'm not remembering the full form of the STAR: situation, task, action and result. is like कौन सी situation में थे, क्या टास्क था, क्या एक्शन लिया, क्या रिजल्ट आया. हर क्वेश्चन को इसी तरीके से आंसर करना है कि भाई मैं इस सिचुएशन में फंस गया था, दिस इज द सिचुएशन आई वर्कड इन, एंड दिस इज द टास्क आई वर्कड, एंड दिस इज द एक्शन आई हैड टेकन, एंड दिस इज द रिजल्ट वी हैड गेट आउट ऑफ इट. सो you need to like explain the whole scenario, like you get into like dispute with your let's suppose colleague, engineering manager, how did you solve it, there is a like deadline coming in, how did you solve those stuff, how did you manage the parallel features, how do you manage the on calls. I'm not sure on calls के बारे में पूछते होंगे, but yeah, again that's something like people really used to do on call में. But हाँ, so this is the whole stuff, this is the whole scenarios for the whole interviews. But yeah, I think like this is all we have. So do we need to create confusion? Okay, I think we have taken this question. So yeah, this is all about like interviews. Okay, what else we can talk about? Again, let me share one more link. So yeah, I just talk about. So again, now we have our own website, androidengineers.in. Right, we have our own website created by our core team members, which is like upcoming developers, engineers working. So yeah, they really helped us and created this website for us. So the whole part of website right now, we are soon going to open source this website. so that you can also contribute. It's not about only about कि भाई Android पे ही हमेशा काम करते रहो, right? You need to be expand, you need to play with other technologies as well. So this is the technology, this is the website you can work with, like Next.js. A lot of things are there. I'm not sure right now, but again, we have one our event section where you can find all our completed as well as upcoming events. So you can directly like register from here. We have like right now we have 2 live events ongoing, not ongoing as in like upcoming, which is like Jetpack Compose and 7-day challenge. Do join it and see कि क्या ही बदलाव आता है जीवन में. So like yeah, check it out. And okay, so we have like lot of sections in the website right now. Some are like upcoming kind of stuff, but again the important part is those are upcoming and something which really coming with very good things. So we have our project section, we have gallery section, job section. Job is something like you can find the jobs about Android stuff specifically. We'll be putting it over here very soon कि कौन सी jobs available है, direct jobs, so you don't need to be put more effort कि भाई Insta hire, LinkedIn, these kind of things. So we'll be keep focusing stuff over here. Okay, बहुत हो गई एडवर्टाइजमेंट. काम की बात करते हैं. रिज्यूमे बात कर ली, ओपन सोर्स कर लिया, जी सॉक हो गया, सिस्टम डिज़ाइन होगी. व्हाट एल्स डू यू थिंक वी नीड टू टॉक अबाउट, वी शुड टॉक अबाउट? व्हाट एल्स? एनी क्विक पॉइंटर्स, एनीवन? Okay, I can see how many people do we have, and yes, keep asking questions. Or meanwhile I can also share, let me also share this in our community that we are doing live. So I'm not sure like how many people will join from the community. They keep I'm not sure, but yeah, let's try it out. We are live now and gone to the community. Bhai तुमने गिरा दिया. Okay, so we'll talk about, not sure, but again important thing right now कि what else thing we need to talk about. Yeah, so this all we talked about right now. I'll quickly rub it out. Also, we are trying right now, our whole community stuff is in the WhatsApp. I'm not sure how long it will go. I'm like, but yeah, we'll be like shifting towards Discord or something, but yeah, I'm not sure. These days it's all going spamming. Everyone is like spamming the stuff. But yeah, okay, no worries for those things. Let's see what else do we have to talk about. What else do we have to talk about? I have a quick question before moving forward. Okay, quick question. So there are like 2 type of things which generally any developer who starts working, who starts learning anything, no matter which technology, but they keep they have like learning approach, learning way whenever they are like learning about projects. So the one thing is like they learn about the concepts first. Okay, so the first type of material anyone used to learn is like concepts कि भाई okay, Jetpack Compose, okay, recomposition क्या होता है, composable annotation क्या होता है. So it's more focused towards that. After that, second approach जो होती है, I'll just quickly go and see a project. Some projects. Okay, ये इसने ऐसे बना रखा है. This is how a toolbar get created. This is how a pager gets created, or this is a whole application gets created. So what do you think? Which type of resources, which type of things do you really found helpful, and you really see like, is it like 1 or is it 2? Do you focus more on concepts, or do you think like first let's create something on project on Android Studio or something, and then we will see like how the concepts work? So what it is it like 1 or is it 2? Or maybe I am just like quickly check, can we create a poll over here? I'm not sure. Okay, we can create a poll. Okay, so 1 or 2 concepts or project videos. I'm starting a poll. I'm not sure. I'm just like trying this for the very first time. So yeah, do poll it out. Do click whichever button you think of, and so that I can also understand ki bhai how these things work. So is it, there's no one is like polling. I'm not sure, like uh, oh, I think, okay, these are the points. Okay, someone is saying is like project, you find like a project video more helpful, you focus more on projects rather than going for the like the concept part. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure if you like guys are like able to see the poll. I'm not sure how does it look. Let me also see quickly so that I can also understand like how it looks on the phone or live. Maybe I think it's in the chat section. Okay, it's in the chat only. Got it. No worries. Feel free to pull in. I think like we got the 5 votes and it's all the projects. No one is going for the concepts more and more focusing towards the watching the project videos कि अच्छा ऐसे ऐसे बनता है. Because important thing is, I think like this is sometimes a really good approach to watch project videos. Not all the time, but sometimes, because important thing is like you get an understanding, you get an overall understanding, right? How the like so concept is like a dot, and project videos are like connecting the dots. So I think yeah, this is more yeah, it's a good approach. Okay, I go with the project along with the bit concept part. Yeah, that's more important because you start with the project, you see okay अच्छा इसमें ऐसे use किया है, फिर उसको पढ़ लिया, you again continue with the project, yeah, then it's going to like a branching stuff. So go with the flow and then creating more and more branches around it. So yeah, both. So choose for two for top. Yeah, got it. Cool. It all sounds good. Thanks for answering the questions. Thanks for answering it. But again, okay, so we got the idea, and again the interesting part is like I had like recorded one video. It's more about like creating very sample application using Compose, which is like very beginner kind of thing. Because after doing, important part is I after doing this 7-day challenge, I see like there are people who haven't started with the Jetpack Compose right now, and even if they started, they're like really feeling at a like stuck right now ki bhai, they're like things they didn't able to understand, or they are not completing it. So this is something, so I think like that might go to help them. So we'll see. Okay, so now what important things should we talk about? What all things we talk about? Anything else? I think like I mentioned things in like on a very starting thing. So what all topics are we missing? Any point? Yeah, okay, one thing I need to like also mention. So we had this like PDF which is like Android interview questions. All the questions are there, no answers right now. We are still working on that, like to writing all the questions, like writing all the answers, like really taking time. But yeah, it's going to be available soon, not sure when exactly, but yeah, please start new classes for Android development with all the topics covered in it. Yeah, we are planning not a classes kind of things, but we are planning like something like this. This stuff is something like I don't have to work more on the editing part. I really don't like. So we are trying this kind of stuff where we can like come and talk about like point to point, topic by topic, and see what we can learn from. Again, okay, so I think this poll idea is something going interesting. Let me end the poll and let me try start a Q&A, answer view live questions, start a poll. Let me try to like create a poll again, which we can see. Okay, we got a okay, I think like I just like saw this for the first time. Key concept or videos. Second is 87%, please 8 votes. Okay, got it. Now the question is when it is coming to project, I'm just like following up a question. Again, important part is whenever you, I'm not sure if you have given a DSA interview in your life, or if you haven't given. So DSA round is not only about कि भाई एक DSA round में तुम आए, एक question आया एनाग्राम का, ठीक है, and बंदे there is more time, and they suddenly start asking about कि भाई let's start with the palindrome. Sometimes it's happened, most of the time it happens, but there is another way of a DSA round. There is another approach of a DSA round, that how a DSA round goes. So कि कैसे चलता है एक DSA round, ठीक है. There is no second question. Important part is Anagram is something you did on lead code or wherever you have done, but important part, अगर अभी भी time बचा है round में, so there will be follow up questions. There will be follow up questions. A follow up question is something you haven't tried it out. तो उससे हुआ क्या दिक्कत कि not able to answer sometimes, ठीक है, क्योंकि उसमें edge cases लगा दिए उसने. So because of this only I am asking one quick question कि let's say you all have said that कि भाई हम project, we used to focus more on project videos, but again there are two parts in the project videos, there are two approaches in the project videos. What are the approaches? One approach is a 1 hour video or 2 hour video, बहुत बड़े बड़े video, lengthy videos, which is something like कि एक बार देख लो तो it's good, one time is good, but for the second time it's you really need to find कि भाई at which minute that topic was, right? So the one part is long videos, but the second part is a playlist. Let's suppose if you have a 1 hour video, just convert it into the playlist and then upload it so that we can have a more understanding. So again, I'll start a quick poll just to see one or two. One is, what is one? Long videos. What is second? Playlist. What do you think? Long videos or a playlist? I just start a poll. I think okay, it started. Okay, so what do you think? Do you prefer long videos? 1 घंटे का वीडियो है, वो चला के बैठ गए, देख लिया and it's all done, or do you prefer playlist? 8 वीडियो की playlist है, but interesting thing which I have figured it out थोड़ा सा देखने के बाद में for other people, one video 100 views, let's suppose, example one, so there's a playlist of let's suppose 10 videos. So the first video is 100 views, second video 75 views, third video 50 views, और last में आते आते 10-20 views. So I'm not, the interesting part over here is कि people don't usually complete the playlist. Again, the same thing happens with the long videos also, but I'm not sure does the there's a thing. That's why this is the whole reason I started that 7-day Android app challenge, because I really want people to give at least a consistent, to give 7 days with a consistency at a place where you can sit, where you need to sit for 7 days for 2 hours. It's not all about कि भाई creating Android app is something is really challenging, but sitting at single place for 7 days, joining the meeting link, that's a new challenge. That's an important challenge, and that is something we really need. We are really facing the issues right now, right? So yeah, this is something this is the whole idea. We created the challenges, and the second season 2 challenge is also coming soon. So yeah, do check it out on the website. We now have a website where all the events are written, so do check it out. Now coming back to this type of challenge is more about learning and consistency. Correct, learning is something can be done, people can do, but again consistency is something you really need to do with all the people. There are people who can do consistency kind of stuff with alone or unknown level. जो बंदे जिम जाते हैं उनको पता है भाई कि क्या next level consistency and those kind of stuff. But yeah, you really need to do the same thing with your career, learning, same thing. Okay, we'll end the poll. I think okay, that's interesting. 40%. Okay, let me end the poll first, so that you can also see over here. 40% people saying कि long videos देखते हैं, 60% people saying कि playlist देखते हैं. So it's like a kind of win-win situation. People do used to see वो 1 घंटे वाले video. I'm not sure how long or कितनी देर तक देखते हैं kind of stuff. But yeah, again, that's important. How can I learn basic to advanced Android development? Give me suggestion where is the best resources to learn. I want you to take paid online Android classes and teach with all the topics covered. Documentations, basics, advanced documentations, Android pathway, Android documentations, developer.android.com, something like this. So these are the stuff, these are the online free available courses. There are courses, a lot of things. We do also do these kind of classes. We are planning to coming in the more classes, but right now we haven't finalized the exact content. But yeah, interesting content, interesting stuff. People did join this 7 day challenge, so they did get an understanding कि किस टाइप की classes होती है, किस टाइप की classes होती है, यही board होता है, यही मैं होता हूँ, यही जगह होती है. So we do got like everything is like interesting. So okay, back to learning stuff. Okay, what else do you think ki we should start, or right now we should talk about? Or I still have I guess, how long it's been we doing this thing. Okay, it's been like 1 hour right now almost. So what do you think? I have like still 5 or 10 minutes more, so what should we talk about? Is there any specific question you have or anything? Like, okay, we'll take the questions, keep on. And again, what is the interesting thing going on right now with the Android 15 is coming. I think like it's already came on okay, so what else? I think like, okay, so I have like few earlier posts missing 7 days. Yes, I'm missing 2. This is the time 9 baje 11 9 se 11. It's like that was real. It's whole really interesting. So yeah, again, interesting thing is important, which I'm not sure if I mentioned somewhere else or not. Ki if you're like a past participant, so like let's say Abhinav is like past participant who participated in the 7 day Android app challenge. Now it's an access to all the upcoming events. There is like no new registration kind of thing. So the let's suppose the second season 2 is coming. So whoever had participated in the season 1, they can directly participate in the season 2. There's no new registration. There's no what we can say, new registration again and again kind of thing. So yeah, that is something we how we are planning. Ki enter one time and keep attending all their events, master classes, all our things, and we are keep joining people in our community, which like I am like creating a separate community which is more focused, kind of like premium community. So premium as in like not in the money way, but yeah, whoever the participants, so we do keep joining them in those community. So, and we'll be tailoring out the daily jobs, daily DSA questions, and help them to keep what we can say making a consistency in their life. So yeah, this is what we are planning. Yes, I will participate. Yeah, welcome to the season 2. And again, if you haven't seen our website till now, this is the link in the chat section, so do check out our website. It's not some kind of like very interesting, but yeah, all the important part is all our events are mentioned over there. So that's kind of like first thing. Important thing I was telling that I these days I'm not very writing much on LinkedIn, but yeah, we do have very interesting post on LinkedIn, and this is one of them. If you are again going back to the open source point, if you are really interested in the open source, if you want to do the open source, you are not able to find the Android specific repositories, this is the LinkedIn post you really need to see. These all are the organizations repositories where you can start contributing, and you're definitely going to learn something. So this is the one of the playlist. If you do find this post helpful, like, share, subscribe kind of thing, so like kar dena. And again, what else do we have? We do have like a lot of things on the LinkedIn post. I know like a lot of my earlier posts are very much interesting, and I also like those things, those posts. I'm not sure कैसे लिख दिए मैंने, but लिख दिए. So yeah, okay, one interesting thing, one important post I did on 3 days before. This is something you really need to see. People used to say कि Jetpack Android, no DSA required. I'm not telling anything to do anything about it, like क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है, but this is the post where I am just telling कि कहाँ DSA काम आ रहा है, how you can see the DSA, right? This is the post, do check it out, this post, and do follow our Android engineers page also. But yeah, this is the post where you can get a quick understanding कि भाई क्यों DSA is coming into the picture in the Android development. It's not just an Android development, this is something you are writing, coding, creating something interesting. It's not just like recycler view बना दिया, image दिखा दी और हो गया काम, right? It's not just that. So you need to do a lot more than that. Okay, 1 घंटे से बोल रहा हूँ. Let's ask question or something. Okay, what else do you think? I hope like everyone has subscribed the channel. That is something I can ask for. Subscribe कर लो, like कर लो. That is something, because we are still in a like very earlier phase, and we are like keep focusing on single stuff. We more focused towards like what you can say, one-to-one participation kind of thing, one-on-one mentoring sessions kind of thing. So yeah, a lot of things are going on. So yeah, भाइयों का सपोर्ट मिलता रहना चाहिए. दैट इज़ मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट. दैट इज़ समथिंग आई कैन से कि भाइयों का सपोर्ट मिलेगा तो ही काम चलेगा. अकेले से तो क्या ही होगा, राइट? अकेले से काम नहीं बनेगा. ओके, एनी क्वेश्चंस? Without subscribing we cannot. Correct, that is something. Yeah, that's why I keep asking कि भाई, if anyone hasn't subscribed, या फिर anything else, just start Discord maybe. I'm not sure right now, but yeah, a lot of things are pending, but we'll soon be starting with something interesting and something. So that's why I say, like, we had another community on the WhatsApp, Android Engineers Plus, just to keep things in a very clean way, not a something kind of like spamming कि भाई कोई सुन नहीं रहा है तो सारे ग्रुप में मैसेज डाल दो, इधर भी डाल दो, उधर भी डाल दो. Not this, not kind of thing we are planning. We're like keep focusing, keep trying to take things very clear. So yeah, this is the whole stuff. But again, interesting question, interesting thing which I had to do, because there's been a long time कि भाई earlier we used to do, okay, if someone might remember, I'm not sure, in earlier days we used to do those things कि गणेश चतुर्थी आ रही है and let's do like 90% off or 100% off one-on-one mentoring session kind of thing, right? So I was thinking the same for this time also, but something different कि just create some LinkedIn post by tagging me and the Android Engineers page, and we'll be doing the one-to-one mentoring sessions. It's just like you need to send me the link of the URL, that's all. So and it's like trying it out ki how things work on. But yeah, I think like getting a one-on-one session, and I'm not sure, like if you have taken one-on-one mentoring session, things like really get helpful, and we get an understanding कि भाई कैसे क्या approach रखना है, these kind of stuff. So yeah, it really helps. Again, yeah, that's the whole idea. That's the whole thing. Is there anything new, or is there anything, any specific questions you are thinking of? Yeah, there's one interesting question in the college I have recently went to, कि if you go to more and more hackathons, does it help? Does it is it like helpful, or how does it help, these kind of stuff? So what do you think about this? I'll quickly give the answer, but yeah, before that, what do you think about going to hackathons, participating hackathons, more and more hackathons? What do you think about it? Does it help, or did you like went to any hackathons? Is it like helping, not helping? What do you think? भाई I'm a beginner in the Android development, Kotlin किया है, learning jet पे compose, क्या Java XML करना चाहिए? Interesting question. No, for a very beginner level, for a very starting phase, I'll say no. Technically no is not right, but right now try to create at least 1 or 2 project in Jetpack Compose. Try to get a good grasp and good understanding about the Jetpack Compose whole, so that you can feel that okay, now you are in a good shape to create things. But after that, do learn Java and do learn XML. It's not like it's important or it's के उसके बिना नौकरी ही नहीं लगेगी. It's not something like that. But it's kind of like additional, it gives you like additional boost up whenever you are trying, whenever you apply, or whenever like or maybe it's what we can say, why it is not okay to have a additional skill, right? We can say like right now the Kotlin and Jetpack Compose is kind of like core going on, but again Java and XML something is like additional skill which is like good to have. And it's again, एक बार Java and Kotlin and Jetpack Compose सीख लोगे, there's no not a extra energy, extra effort you need to put on the Java and XML. It's something like similar, so you will find it similar and you will be able to do it. Never got a chance to do. Okay, go in the hackathons, yeah, right. Are there any hackathons for working professional? Lot of hackathons are there, मतलब बहुत सारे होते हैं. तो ऐसा नहीं कि hackathon सिर्फ स्टूडेंट्स के ही होते हैं, बहुत सारे होते हैं hackathons. Again, important part is, so I have like both doubts for the hackathons. Some hackathons are like really okay. I'll not tell specifically because I'm not sure. Like sometimes people get hurt. I'm not sure like why they do it, but yeah, सुन लो भाई इसमें दिक्कत क्या है. Everyone has their own opinion, right? But again, important part कि hackathon, if you are specifically going on hackathon for winning specifically, that is something a different picture. But again, important part is go for networking. घूमने जाओ, लोगों से मिलो, talk to people, talk to judges, talk to mentors, talk to volunteers, नई जगह देखो, नई चीज़ें करो. This is the whole idea of the hackathons, right? And start and then one also important part is for the hackathon is कि एक नई जगह पे, एक नए environment में you are working in a deadline phase कि यार 1 घंटे में बना के देना है, 1 घंटे में प्रेजेंट करना है ना, 2-3 बार प्रेजेंटेशन देनी है, अच्छे से समझाना है. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ होल आइडिया, दिस इज़ वाई दी लाइक हैकेथॉन्स आर लाइक इंपॉर्टेंट. जीतने जा रहे हो और एकदम उसी हिसाब से जा रहे हो, दैट इज समथिंग लाइक अ डिफरेंट पिक्चर, अगेन डिफरेंट सिनेरियो. बट या दिस इज दी होल पॉइंट. वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए बहुत सारे होते हैं, बहुत सी कंपनी से चलता रहता है. सो या डू चेक इट आउट. कीप अगेन सेम थिंग, कीप फॉलोइंग पीपल ऑन लिंक्डइन and you will definitely get to see कि भाई ये नया पोस्ट आया, this is something going new, this kind of stuff. So yeah, this is all. And some projects बनाए हैं Kotlin and Compose में. So Java and XML बिना जॉब मिलेगी क्या? मिल जाएगी भाई, मिल जाएगी, बिल्कुल मिलेगी. बट किसी ने पूछ लिया कि XML आती है क्या, Java आती है क्या, मना कर दोगे, चांस कम हो जाएंगे. तो अब प्रोजेक्ट्स बना ही लिए हैं Kotlin और Compose में, टाइम है ही सही, तो थोड़ा बहुत Java देख लो, थोड़ा बहुत XML देख लो, राइट? देयर इज नो इशू इन दैट. अच्छा ठीक है. सो लाइक वेरी वेरी सिंपल स्टफ. Again, one interesting thing I get to see from, I get to experience from my 7-day challenge, that there are people who attended this 7-day Android app challenge, and some people like really क्या कह सकते हैं उसको, they are really shy कि भाई अभी मैं कुछ नहीं पूछूंगा, सबके सामने नहीं पूछूंगा, अलग से पूछूंगा, this kind of stuff. And that is something I really see कि there are people who don't know you. For me right now, whoever all are seeing, 9 10 बंदे देख रहे हैं वीडियो, I don't know like anyone. But why to be afraid for asking any stupid questions? It's completely fine, because there are days when I went to the top coder event और मुझे एरे भी नहीं पता था क्या होती है, और मैं टॉप कोडर के इवेंट में जाके आ गया. सो कुछ फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता यार. no one cares about कि what do you think. So always be outspoken. कुछ भी आया पूछ लिया, सीधी सी बात, simple thing, simple stuff. So yeah, this is all, these are the things. And yeah, anything else, any other questions or anything else do you want to discuss or we should talk about? I'm not sure. what else do we talk about? I think I might have written at some place कि भाई रात को क्या क्या बोलना है, and let me just quickly check if we are missing anything. But yeah, I think it's all done. If you guys have anything interesting or any specific question or anything you are facing it right now, so feel free to ask. Feel free to ask. Let me just quickly check, and do check. Keep following. Keep using LinkedIn in a much better way. Keep following. We keep putting things over there. So बहुत interesting है. We are trying कि भाई और कुछ interesting चीज़ें आए. And yeah, these all are the things. So I think we should. What is Scotland? Good question. Bhai. Good question. Good question. So I think okay. I don't think like we do have right now any other things. So this is all we have for today, for this Teachers Day. And okay, we did get the question. भैया मैंने बेसिक सीख रखा है, एंड्रॉयड डेवलपमेंट का थोड़ा बहुत सिंपल प्रोजेक्ट बना रखा है. मैं सोच रहा था कि करने के लिए क्या बता सकते हो बेस्ट रिसोर्सेज. अगेन बेस्ट रिसोर्सेज, एंड्रॉयड प्रिपरेशन, PDF में सारे क्वेश्चन डले हुए हैं. कीप डू द क्वेश्चंस. मॉक इंटरव्यूज़ देखो, मॉक इंटरव्यूज़ दो. ट्राई टू लाइक टॉक टू पीपल मोर एंड मोर. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ स्टफ. DSA में कितने टॉपिक्स करने हैं फॉर एंड्रॉयड डेवलपर इंटरव्यू इज़ लाइक बेसिक तो आना ही चाहिए. एरे, लिंक लिस्ट, स्टैक, क्यूज, थोड़ा बहुत ग्राफ, थोड़ा बहुत ट्री, दैट्स ऑल. थोड़ा बहुत डीपी रिकर्जन, ये सब इंपॉर्टेंट है. थोड़ा बहुत इतना कॉम्पिटिटिव लेवल पे नहीं जाना है, बट बेसिक स्टफ आर लाइक इंपॉर्टेंट. Level of project needs to be get a job. There is no level of projects to get a job. It's just a level that the project should cover all the core topics, right? Digital PDF signer, one basic calculator, sensitive calculator, you have all done. Like it's all done. There is so to get a job there is no number game. There is only like learning game. If you know the core concepts, if you know the edge cases, that's all. There is no number game. And yeah, that's all. Yeah, DSA, like obviously it's important. So yeah, so I guess yeah, that's all we have for today. अगले टीचर्स डे पे मिलेंगे, और मे बी उससे पहले विल प्लान समथिंग आउट. एंड या दैट्स ऑल. सो विल एंड दिस live video, we'll end this stream. And thanks all for joining. Happy Teachers Day. पढ़ते रहो, पढ़ाते रहो, लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करते रहो.